ISP Power Moves, brought to you by the International Scholars Program.
My name is Mercy Chepngeno Milgo. I was born in Kericho County in a place called Tebesone. That is where I started my studies at Kibolgong Primary School. Later I moved to Chamitan Academy in Litein, where I did my KCSE when I was in class 7. And then I went to Kapilong Girls. From Kapilong Girls, I went a bit to Litein Girls. Then I joined University of Nairobi, where I did my bachelor's in statistics, and I got a second upper. Growing up, I grew up from, I cannot say I came from a rich family. I cannot also say we were poor. I came from a family where we got what we needed, and I came from a background where we were really encouraged in education. My dad is a teacher, is a retired teacher. So he really pushed us in education, and he wanted us to go to the farthest we can go. Okay, growing up, I've always wanted to study abroad because I used to hear people who have gone to study abroad and they were doing well. So I grew up with that dream. And after my Form 4, there was someone who once came to my church and was looking for the best student who had scored a good grade in my village, and I happened to be one. And that person actually promised to connect me to a university in the US, and I was supposed to get a full scholarship. After some time, that person disappeared and I didn't get that opportunity. I just lost that opportunity just like that. So it's something that I've always wanted to do, but I didn't know where to start, where to begin. Each time I did my research, I was not really getting it right. Yes, even after my bachelor's degree, I have tried to make these applications to the universities in the US. And mostly I wouldn't go past the application stage because I didn't have someone who could guide me on how to do it right. I discovered the International Scholars Program through a friend who lives in the US, who sent me the link. And then I did my research. I came across Bob in Facebook, went to YouTube, and then I got the link where I joined a Telegram group, and that is where all the communications for International Scholars Program happen. Okay, I've worked as an assistant researcher, or let's say research assistant. I've worked as a research assistant. I've been a statistician. I've also been a business analyst, and I didn't get the opportunity to further my studies yet because I was busy with this work. I was also busy with raising my kids, and I feel like I've raised my kids to the stage where even if I leave them for a few months, they'll be okay. And my husband and I agrees that it's time for me to further my studies because I've also been patient. Yes. As a data analyst, because that's my background, I've always been interested with business analytics. It's a field that has not been explored so much, and there is high demand for these business analysts, not just here in Kenya, but also even in the US. And I'm looking at also joining the corporate America. And I know business analysts are quite in high demand. Okay, here in Kenya, there are several agents that promise that they can take you abroad. People end up selling their properties, you sell land, you sell your cars, and you pay a huge amount of money for something that you're not really sure. Because at the end of the day, most people end up being conned. But for International Scholars Program, you pay an amount that is reasonable, and you are guided. You actually even pay in installments. You don't just pay at once, and then you progress to some point. That is when you are needed to pay the other amount. Actually, some other amount you use it for your own use, because it's used for your school application, for payment of your visa. So it's not that you pay this amount to them so that they can start the program. No, it's also for your own use, because without school application fee, you cannot progress. And what I can say about International Scholars Program is that it's not really a very huge amount that can cause you to sell properties. It's an amount that is affordable. Actually, at this point, I think that that amount is actually too little for what they do for you. Sometimes I wonder how they pay their staff, because of the amount that you pay, yet you go through all the program, and these staff are always there for you. So in terms of money, I think International Scholars Program takes the day. Okay, when it came to the universities, I was looking at the universities that offers data analytics. I looked at data science and business analytics, but then I went for Louisville and University of South Dakota that for the course business analytics, and I was lucky to get admission to the two universities. Okay, University of South Dakota responded pretty fast. In 7 working days, I'd received their response. They were admitting me. Then I decided that because Louisville was taking a bit longer, I decided to move with the University of South Dakota, and I got the I-20 in 3 weeks after the admission, and I was seeing that the process was moving fast, so I stuck with it.
Thank you for watching ISP Power Moves. The International Scholars Program is here to turn your study abroad dreams into reality, no matter the challenges. Explore our programs at www.internationalscholarsprogram.com and join us next time for more strategies, expert tools, and inspiring stories to fuel your journey abroad as a thriving international student. The International Scholars Program, empowering dreams.